she will respond to them in a big way.
Sadhana is designed for this purpose. One who is touched by this grace will naturally rise, or your expression in the world will find tremendous enhancement.
A linga typically represents the masculine, but she's a Linga Bhairavi. Bhairavi means it's feminine. She will respond to a particular kind of appeal. If one knows how to do the necessary appeal, she will respond to them in a big way. So you have a kind of super technology with which you can get anything you wanted done.
So, she should work for you, she should be for you. So sadhana. Sadhana is designed for this purpose so that your sails are set in such a way that what she blows is always in your favor. And she's on full time. One who attains to the grace of the Devi, whatever you're doing in your life, you may be a business person, you may be a professional in something, you may be an artist, a musician, a yogi, whatever you are, if you want to pitch up your activity to another dimension of doing things, you need Devi's grace. One who's touched by this grace will naturally rise in ways that other people will think is miraculous. Many men are there in the world in the last 2 centuries who have risen to great heights in whatever they were doing because in some way they were in feminine worship. Because articulation, and when I say articulation, not just verbal articulation, articulation essentially means you're able to find expression. If you want to find expression in the world, you need Devi's grace. Whether you do it by chanting a mantra, whether you do it by going to a temple, or whether you do it by acknowledging that dimension within yourself, or whether you do it by looking up to something that is feminine, or simply by being in nature. It doesn't matter how you do it, but that dimension that we refer to as feminine, when it yields to you, your articulation or your expression in the world will find tremendous enhancement.
So now, we all heard from Sadhguru as to how Bhairavi Sadhana can impact you. And one of the main things that does not allow a human being to find his full potential is friction. This means that when we try to be active in a big way, it builds up around ourselves. And if friction increases, we will definitely want to stay away from activity. Does not matter how important a certain goal is for us, and we will slowly develop an aversion to that very dear goal of ours. There has been a lot of examples where Devi has helped people to come out of not only their friction, but in a way Devi gave them a new life. Here is a small glimpse of a Devi sadhaka, how she overcame her breast cancer through grace of Devi. She felt the support of Devi and Sadhguru throughout her treatment by doing the Linga Bhairavi Yantra Sadhana daily, and she credits her grace being the reason she is here in full health today. By watching to this small video, we can clearly see that we cannot imagine even how Devi functions. We cannot think of it. And actually, now the question comes that what actually this yantra is and what is so big about it. Basically, this Linga Bhairavi Yantra is designed and structured by Sadhguru in such a way that it enhances certain dimensions of our life. It has a certain kind of impact on our system, on the space in which we live, and upon the direction and destiny of our life. Not only this, a Bhairavi Yantra in our home or workspace allows us to literally physically come in touch with Devi. The intimate physical touch between us and Devi will bring about a profound transformation in our life. Now this physical touch with the yantra brings about a change in our energy system in such a way that the Devi's grace will function from within us. And apart from all these, physical, mental, and spiritual well being, as well as healthy, successful, and prosperous life, will be a natural outcome of oneself and one's family. This powerful Devi sadhana, which is very simple but very powerful, but unfortunately, the significance of doing periods of sadhana is being lost in so-called modern societies. The significance of a period of sadhana to bring an organic intelligence to our system, which makes life effortless. And the sadhana is structured in such a way that the maximum result happen with minimum effort. And not only this, the Bhairavi Yantra are for those who want to lubricate their action with the grace of Devi, so that we can take up things and not get into friction. Her grace will take care of that. And finally for today, hope you loved the video and found it meaningful. If yes, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. And up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.